Good morning. Good morning to everyone. How are you? How are you doing in the workplace today? How have you been in the workplace? We've come off a long weekend and we have had some rest, hopefully. So today, and as we started yesterday, our new week, today my question is to you: how are you really? How are you doing? Because I want to talk about how our emotional state in as leaders impacts the environment that we're around. So I'll give some folks a minute because I know I didn't pre-warn you that I was coming on. So we'll give you some time to join so that you can partake in this conversation. It's good to see all of you this morning. It's a bright sunny morning here in Connecticut, and hopefully you are experiencing the same. And even if the outside weather isn't great, I hope that inside of you, in your heart, you're feeling great. So today's topic is the injection of the joyful leader. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was sharing how a coworker just really didn't want to be bothered with anyone in the office. But my friend is one of those who's very joyful, who's very goes and speaks to everybody, very friendly. And so every morning, regardless of what she was getting back from the person or anyone in the office as she was speaking to them, she would always say, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And then she would ask even more questions, till the point that this person who admittedly said, "I really didn't want to be bothered," ended up saying, "Okay, I'm going to engage in conversation with this person," because her joy, my friend's joy, overtook her, and it really drew her in to the point that it could not be denied. So I remember, so I invoke to you, I share with you, I encourage you to, as especially as leaders, to check your heart, guard your heart, make sure that you're coming with the not only the best intentions, but feeling good about you and about the people around you. More importantly, the more you feel good about you and your current situation, your current state, the better you're going to lead to the outcome that you're looking for, the results that you're hoping for, and engaging those around you. We used to say, nobody wants to be around a sourpuss. Who wants to do that? We've seen leaders who just are not, they're just always down. They're always condescending. We talked about that a few weeks ago. That leader who has nothing ever good to say, is always finding something wrong, always dwelling on the negative. That is a heavy burden, not only for the leader to carry, but for the people. What are you spewing on your people? Our attitudes set the atmosphere in a room. Our attitudes set the atmosphere in a room. And so the benefits of a joyful leader and the atmosphere that the joyful leader sets is that people come engaged. You even draw in people who, as my friend encountered, drawing in people who didn't even want to be bothered, who said, "Look, I just want to come here. I just want to do my job, and let me go home." But that's not the state that anyone should be left in. That's not the attitude or the place where we should leave anyone. We should want to leave everyone feeling better or in a better position than where we found them, right? Because that's how the world should be. I remember sitting at lunch with some friends and saying, "I just want my joy back." It was in that very moment I realized that I wasn't experiencing the joy that I used to experience at being at work. I wasn't experiencing the joy that I had in doing the work that I do. And I love what I do. I normally did, but at that point in time, there were so many things coming against me, so many leaders coming against me, so many leaders trying to bring me down, honestly, and tell me what I'm not, tell me what I can't do, tell me where I shouldn't be, tell me how I shouldn't think, as opposed to building me up, encouraging me, telling me, encouraging me in my strengths, instead of encouraging me to stretch and do things not only because they needed that work to be done, but also because they believed that I could do it, as opposed to testing me to see if I would fail and give them more fuel to bring me down. Joyful leaders come with a heart pure, come with a good heart full of happiness, causing peace, causing others to rise above their situation, helping people to come out of negative circumstances and negative thought processes and negative mindsets, and come into a happy, more joyful place, a more productive place. How many of you know, if you're struggling with your emotions, being self-aware, not even knowing that you're aware, not even being aware that you're being negative, not even being aware that you're downtrodden and discouraged, or even really just feeling hopeless, when someone brings that to your attention and then is willing to walk alongside you and to bring it up, help you come above that, because of whatever you're dealing with. And it may not be in the workplace, because whatever we deal with outside of the workplace follows us into work. So we can't ignore the situations and the circumstances that people are doing. Now, you might be saying, as a leader, I'm no one's psychologist. I'm no one's pastor or priest. I didn't sign up for that. I signed up to help the organization take the vision to where they want to be, where they want to go, see the results in the community, see the results in the products that they're serving. That's what I signed up for. But guess what? As a leader, you also signed up for making sure that the people you're working with are in a healthy state emotionally and physically, so they can also help you bring the vision to life, bring the vision to a reality. And when you're joyful, you are in a position to bring everyone else to that place of joy, so that you reap the benefits. You reap the benefits. And most importantly, you're impacting a life in a positive way. Those people want to come back. I've recently had someone say to me, look, I've got reassigned to working with you because it was kind of stressful for where I was. That was such a huge compliment to me, because not that the work is necessarily easy, or not that we won't run into challenges, but how we approach those challenges, how we face them, how we work through them makes all the difference in the world. When you partner with people, when you collaborate with people, when you know and you encourage people to bring their strength and expertise, and you let them do that at the table through those challenges, it creates a joyful place, a pleasant place where people want to work. So I'm encouraging every leader to be that injection of joy into your workplace. Be that injection into joy into your project, into your classroom, into your ministries. Breathe that injection of joy into your communities as you're helping them to transform, as you're serving them, as you're serving your organization to have stronger products, to service your clients better. Because that, if we're not doing that, and that's not the motivation for why we're doing it, then I would admonish you that you probably should take another look and see why you're really there. And perhaps, maybe like me in the past, at that time when I was sitting with my lunch partners, you haven't realized, or now because of this conversation, you're coming to realize you want your joy back. So I encourage you, go seek after your joy so you can cause joy around you. This morning, I release joy into your atmosphere, into the atmosphere of our communities, of our workplaces, and you continue to pay it forward, press forward, and continue to spread joy where you are. It's not just at Christmas time. It's just not a song. It's a state of being that can reap you far more benefits than being dogmatic, than being apathetic, non-caring, and heads down. Bring the joy. Check your emotional state. Check your emotional intelligence so that you can help others have joy. Have a joyful day. Thank you. Talk to you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.